About our honorees: Natural Areas Conservancy, President's Award for Excellence in Ecological Conservation. The Natural Areas Conservancy, NAC, was created in 2012 to research, manage, and advocate for New York City's remaining large forests, wetlands, and grasslands, also known as natural areas.
The Natural Areas Conservancy is the first of its kind in New York City and has become a model nationally for what it looks like to partner with the public sector, but to also serve as a true conservation organization.
Their organization works in close partnership with NYC Parks and many local partners to increase the health, resilience, and public access to New York City's 20,000 acres of natural area parkland.
50% of New Yorkers are experiencing nature only on city parkland. We're really committed to enhancing both access to our natural areas and the quality of experience that you have within natural areas.
NAC is New York City's first and only park conservancy dedicated exclusively to the city's natural areas, which comprise 1/3 of our park system. To comprehensively support these natural resources, NAC leads a variety of programs and initiatives in conservation, advocacy, workforce development, public events, and volunteer stewardship.
We do a lot of bridging between academic work and research and then implementation. That ability to translate complicated information into actionable steps that practitioners can take really allows everybody to do the piece of the work that they do with maximum impact.
NAC is developing resources and tools that will advance the city's planning and restoration and directly support the care of natural areas now and into the future. The Forest Management Framework for New York City, a joint project of the NAC and NYC Parks, is a strategic and comprehensive plan to bolster and protect New York City's urban forests.
That framework lays out a 25-year vision for over 7,000 acres. That plan now provides opportunities for dozens of organizations to align the way that they manage forests.
To accompany the Forest Management Framework, NAC developed recommendations for climate-resilient tree species to plant in New York City forest restoration projects. Using extensive data collected by their organization, as well as the U.S. Forest Service Climate Change Tree Atlas, NAC has developed planting lists for New York City's 36 unique forest types. NYC Parks has adopted NAC's recommendations for their forest restoration planting projects. The same recommendations are also being made available for other restoration practitioners.
It's really taking the learned knowledge of lots of local partners. We feel really fortunate to be able to play that bridging role, and we're extremely excited for the adoption and implementation.
In the spring of 2021, the NAC and NYC Parks released the Wetlands Management Framework for New York City. This framework presents a bold new vision for the restoration and long-term care of New York City's wetlands. Based on extensive field research and building on decades of work by NYC Parks, this 30-year plan presents the first ever vision for continued protection, restoration, and care of the city's last remaining wetlands.
We're losing more wetlands each year due to sea level rise and erosion. There's active work needed to ensure that we continue to restore historic wetlands, build new wetlands, and also protect the wetlands that exist.
To complement research initiatives, NAC is raising awareness about New York City's amazing biodiversity and the ways locals can hike and explore forests and wetlands across the 5 boroughs. Due to limited public funding, the city has much room for growth with a well-managed, well-marked, and well-publicized citywide nature trail system.
There's a real unmet opportunity to connect our nature trail system with our greenway system and with public transit.
In 2017, the Natural Areas Conservancy and NYC Parks formed the Citywide Trails Team to formalize the vast network of trails in all 5 boroughs. Formalization efforts ensure that trails are navigable, accessible, and that they contribute to the overall health of the forest and wetlands. In June 2021, the NAC released the New York City Strategic Trails Plan. The plan aims to unify the existing network of trails within the 10,000 acres of natural areas in New York City's parks through trail markers, mapped and formalized paths, and routes designed to showcase unique ecological assets. The NAC's citywide trails team also engages New Yorkers through public events and volunteer trainings, including the Super Steward Trail Maintainers program organized in partnership with NYC Parks. These are just a few examples of how the Natural Areas Conservancy is working throughout New York City to improve nature and access to natural areas for all New Yorkers.
New Yorkers have a fundamental right to experience nature. I love to see that echoed in the work that we do with communities. It's an incredible gift to be able to do this work every day.